Episode 9,
The
The Tunnel of Love. Will you
Will I?
be my girlfriend?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I thought we were already dating. Yum 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 num num. Yum num 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 num. Yum yum num num num. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 num num. Okay, how many fucking montages do we need? Yum yum yum. We spent the next few weeks in several sneak in, make out sessions as much as we could. I wasn't done reading.
Well, I have a job to do, so unfortunately I have to go.
Why did you skip my line?
We were kissing. We were in the throes of passion.
Can't you just stay with me instead? Please.
Oh, I wish I could, but your father, he needs me to do a job.
Okay. But please be careful.
Wink, wink. I always do, baby girl.
What do I do now? Maybe I should read some of the files to pass the time. Haven't gone around to reading any of them yet. Beep boop bop beep boop.
Access granted.
Why am I reading it like it's a book?
And then he capped that guy, and that's when he chopped him off, and he ate it, and he shot the guy in the chest.
I spent a
50
few
times.
hours reading through all the files of my father's dodgy deals, businesses, and legal jobs. I dropped to my knees. How could my boyfriend, Mr. Ellington, do all of that? I knew my father did bad things, but I never imagined half of what I've just read.
I'm sorry.
You killed a man.
Yeah, and he told you up front. Like, he hid nothing from you, sister.
No, he just spilled ketchup on himself.
Noah, what is wrong?
Stay away from me.
Noah, what is wrong? I say twice.
Don't come anywhere near me.
Noah, what is wrong? Anything you have read in there, I can explain.
You're joking, right? All of these innocent people.
Okay, but what about the man that you murdered? You killed someone too. Your hands are also stained in red. They aren't as innocent as you think.
I don't know you at all. You are a monster.
Noah, you don't understand. I literally told all of this to you like the first couple times we met. I didn't have a choice.
We all have a choice. You made a choice to do those things.
Yeah, and you made a choice to murder someone a few weeks ago. You remember that? You are just lucky you have never been in the position where you really didn't have a choice. Oh wait, you did. And you chose to pick up a gun and shoot someone. You paid gems for it. You're right. You don't know me at all. What?
Why is that then?
I'm not proud of what I have done, but I promise you that if I had a choice, I wouldn't have done any of it. But the moment I was almost hit with a car back in high school, I was forced down this path, Noah. My upbringing was very different from yours. Both my fathers wanted the best for me, and they loved and cherished me. And sometimes we have to do things we don't agree with just to survive, like dye a bitch's hair orange.
Well, let me in. Explain so I understand. Because right now, I can't even look at you, and I don't know what all this means for us.
Oh, for us?
Yes, Mr. Ellington, I don't know if there can be an us anymore.
Please, just let me explain. You are the one thing in my life that I care about. I have no one else.
It's so manipulative when people say that in real life. Don't fall for that, guys.
Everything has changed.
Doesn't look like it. Where were you tonight? And whose blood is that?
I know that doesn't look good, but please, just hear me out. I've said 100 times and not explaining myself in any way. It's time for me to finally open up to someone, and I want that person to be you. When I was a young boy, I lost my choo choo train. And that would put me on this path. It's finally out there. Years ago, when I was just 14, my Faja worked for your Faja. Oh my god, we can see Baby. Is that his dad?
Husband Hellington.
My father was on a very important top secret job for Zane, and it didn't go to plan. Zane ended up losing a very rich investor and a lot of money. He blamed my father, and Zane said my father would have to work for him as his right-hand man until the debt was paid. My father, he tried to decline as he knew what that would mean, what he would have to do. But Zane had made up his mind. You know, that could totally be his father before he got the white hair.
Right?
Mr. Ellington's childhood home? This looks nothing like the house. Mr. Ellington doesn't have a mother.
Wait, no, she did in the Starling one.
Oh my god, you're right. Mr. Ellington, you've had such a life. My mother was devastated. She knew what this meant for our family, and that my father, he really had no choice. Me, my sister, and my mother's life were threatened. If my father didn't do what Zane said, he knew that he had to protect us. We didn't see much of my father after that. He was taking on as many jobs as he could to keep us safe and pay our debt as quickly as possible. Mr. Ellington, after about 2 years of him working for Zane, a man came to our door and told us my father had been killed on a job. We were completely lost. My mother didn't know how she was going to pay the bills and feed me and my sister. I was so angry at my father. I hated him for doing this to my mother and my sister.
Dying?
Yeah. I blamed him for a long time, and my anger, it grew and grew, and I locked myself away from the world and just became someone I did not recognize.
So you see Darman,
This
fam.
is why he takes his anxiety meds. I didn't even attend my father's funeral, which now one of my biggest regret, my second biggest regret. I came home one day and armed men were in my home. I was 18.
I thought you were with Starling.
Yeah, a lot's happened. These men were here to take whatever they could to try to raise the money my father still owed, but we had nothing of value. I told them I wanted to speak to Zane myself, so they took me to him.
I want the So You See Darman, fam.
I explained to Zane that I would take over my father's work if he left my family alone. It took a lot of convincing because he didn't think I had it in me. I was a small, sexy, fragile little thing, ready to be claimed at any moment. But I think he saw the passion I had and how much I loved my family and wanted to keep them safe. I think he saw me as a project. I was young, I was vulnerable, I was fragile. I was someone that he could claim and turn into whatever he wanted.
Stop saying that.
It excited me, and it excited him that he could use me as he wanted, that he could really abuse me. He pleased me. He could train me however he wanted.
Okay,
Not long after I started working for your father, my mother got very sick and went into a very dark place. She died, and I will only say that she died of a broken heart, but if we're being honest, it was most likely diabetes. I think losing my mother and my childhood home really sent me over the edge.
What happened to his sister?
Yeah, I became numb to it all. I lost the young, innocent boy that I used to be. I think that me becoming this almost robot with no feelings made your father feel even more horny for what he could do to me. I was even more claimable, more fragile. He took me on and acted like he was a father figure to me and became the only family I knew. My sister and I lived with my grandmother. My sister went to go live with my grandmother. I didn't. I have never seen her.
She died too. And this is ketchup. I had a burrito. And not a burrito, like a hot dog. Fine.
Oh, you're getting blood all over your shirt.
Mr. Ellington really appreciates this.
Yeah, I do. Do you see my bonar?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Ellington. I didn't realize you've been through all of that. So you see, Darman fam, I'm so angry with my father. How could he do this to you? He's the real monster. I am disgusted by him and feel embarrassed to be his daughter, to be his blood.
He can't take the blame for all of it. I've still done all these horrible things, and I'm so sorry for that. I want to be better for you.
Mr. Ellington, you did what you felt you had to do for your family and your sister. I respect you so much for that. You truly loved them and have made the biggest sacrifice, and you've just gotten lost along the way, but I don't blame you.
Where does this leave us now, though?
It's not gonna be easy, but we can work on this.
Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy, but I will do anything to make this work.
What if I speak to my father? Maybe I can convince him to free you now.
I don't think that's a good idea. I would hate to put you in a situation. It wouldn't be safe. Your father would totally pop a cap in you. He would kill me if I knew I told you all of that.
What does this mean for now, then?
If you are still willing to continue with us, I promise I will try my best to think of a situation. I'm very great at planning.
It's a solution.
I want to make us work, and I know I do bad things. Very bad things. Things that you don't want me to. And I want to change that. I just don't know how yet.
I'm willing to keep going. How we've been for now. I can't deny the feelings I have for you, and as long as we both keep fighting, I will stay by your side.
You really don't know how much that means to me. Now come here, you. Come to my blood-soaked chest. Oh my god, is the father gonna come in? Oh! Oh, shit.
A few months later, me and Mr. Ellington are still sneaking around, meeting up as much as possible. I wonder what Mr. Ellington wants to tell me tonight. He has something special planned, something big he wants to say. I really want to look my best and make a big impression on Mr. Ellington. No. No.
Tartan.
Yep, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's red. He likes red.
I'll just wait it is.
Yeah, he likes red. You look very... Oh, fuck, sorry.
You look very smart and handsome. I had to say it twice because we're on the road and there's an echo.
Oh, you like this?
Yeah, it suits you. So where are we going tonight?
You will have to wait and see, but I think you would like it.
I think he's going to kill me.
Follow me. I'm gonna push you off this cliff.
All those days watching from the windows. Sorry, wrong story. Wow, it's beautiful up here. You can see the whole city.
And at first I saw the light. This is my favorite place in the world, and I feel like I'm ready to add you to it.
I feel honored that you would bring me here to that scene from Tangled. What is your favorite place? Why
This
is it?
place.
No, why?
This place is
No,
my
I said,
favorite.
why is it your favorite place?
It's quiet. I can look out onto the city and see how busy it is, but it's just so silent. I can feel the breeze brush past my skin, and I feel on top of the world. I can come here on camera and just really think and actually hear my thoughts.
I'd love that. It's nice just to get away from everything sometimes. And it's so beautiful up here.
It really is. Also, my mother used to bring me and my sister up here, but that's whatever. She would say you could hear the wind singing if you listened hard enough. She would hum a song to us, and my sister would always fall asleep with her head on her mother's lap while she brushed her fingers through my hair. I'm still trying to hear the song of the wind, and I haven't heard it yet, but I will. I'd like to speak to my mother up here. Are we gonna die? And is our gravestone gonna be put up here as the wind goes past and we sing the song? I feel like that's where we're going with this. Because then that would mean that this is Mr. Ellington's final thing before he goes to the underworld.
Right. That's beautiful, Mr. Ellington.
So I thought it would be the best place to bring you to tell you I love you, Noah.
Mr. Ellington, I love you.
Oh, you do?
Of course I do. I spent gems on this. I've never felt like this before with anyone in my whole life. When I'm with you, nothing else matters. I feel safe with you.
You are safe with me, baby doll. I'm waiting for him to get shot. Hey, my daughter!
Is this the end? Not just for your relationship, but Mr. Ellington's life? Find out in the next episode of Mafia Princess. For episodes and more, follow on Instagram, SophieAlice_Insta. Okay, see you all for the finale. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you. Bye.